What's poppin', tube for the you? You know what I just realized? That's the same handshake me and my friend did. I thought I was making up something new. Anyways, today, what was that? The evil eyes? I shall end your existence in your sleep. I'm just playing. I will not end anybody's existence, but that's what my face said. Today, we're going to be talking about I don't really know how many tips this is gonna be, but my tips for beginning your spiritual journey. That one stings. I am not going, no flex, no shade, no tea. Am I qualified to talk about this? Imposter syndrome is real. Anyway, so let's give y'all guys a bit of my background in spirituality, since I've actually absolutely never talked about it on this channel. Firstly, my mom's a priestess. Hi. Priestess daughter over here. Can't you tell from my content? Only priestess children wild out the way I have been wilding out my entire life. Okay? Yeah, that's me. So, yeah, I have practiced a lot of different religions. I believe in a universal truth. I believe that there is a universal truth and that I will find it by any means necessary. So I naturally believe that every religion is right and wrong in a sense. Because I don't think any of them are telling the real story. What I think the real story is a little off the wall, and we're not going to talk about that today. But the spiritual journey has been going on since at least 13. 13 is when I started like getting more into my spirituality, because before that I was strictly an atheist. I just didn't tell anybody. But and it wasn't even that I didn't believe in God. I just didn't believe in any of those people's gods. Like I didn't believe in Christianity. I wasn't messing with none of it. I was like, all of that gotta be some kind of fake. You feel me? So I didn't mess with it like that. I didn't bump with it. We wasn't rocking the way we rocking now. So then my mom got found Wicca, and that was interesting. Witchcraft was interesting to me. I mean, can't you tell? I just look crazy like that, apparently. I mean, I really think it was more so interesting because I was a kid. Because, I mean, even now, like, the thought of, like, actually doing, like, spell work. Like, I understand the concept. I'll use parts of the concept in, like, carrying forward. But no, I'm not a witch. Or I don't claim to be a witch. You could still end up calling me a witch based off of... Your girl got gifts, okay? She got power. Oh, yeah, no. I don't even want to put it like that, but for real though, like, I think I'm normal, okay? I think I'm average. So then, by the time I was 16, my mom was transferring over to Ifa, and that's when she got into her high priestess stuff and her high priestess roles. Yeah, and that's when I really started believing more so in, like, a religion. I still believe in the gods and goddesses of Ifa. Like, Oshun guides my head, and I'll forever be with her till the day I die. And after, we'll be together forever. I love her with all my heart. But I will personally say that it's not like I believe that Ifa is the sole truth. I think that there's more to the story than just Ifa too, because even in Ifa, stuff be sounding like stuff before that happened way before Ifa. Anyways, let's get straight into these tips. Tip number 1, research. I can't stress research enough, man. If you are not doing your own research, you're not spiritual. I'm gonna just put it like that. You're still a dabbler. You are still considered a dabbler if you are not doing your own research. If you are relying on somebody else to tell you your information, you're still a dabbler. You are not truly spiritual yet, because you need to do your own research, and we're going to get into why. Tip number 2, you need to start opening up your intuition and your discernment. That is why you need to do your own research, because as you do your own research and follow down your own rabbit hole, your spirit guides and your ancestors, they're going to tell you what is factuals and what is not factuals. You're going to intuitively know what is correct and what is not correct. And if you cannot figure it out, then your gift is not developed enough. It is not strong enough. But you should be able to intuitively know what is correct or incorrect, what is factual knowledge, what is not factual knowledge, just based off of the fact that all humans are connected, meaning somewhere in all of our lines we're connected back to the same couple people who actually saw the truth. And there's such thing as epigenetics or DNA inheritance. So somewhere in our DNA, in the billions of codes, it might not be billions, but I'm exaggerating, in all of the codes, it's definitely one that got the truth in there somewhere. Okay, the truth is in there somewhere. So your discernment and your intuition is always going to tell you what is good, you know. But if you can't rely on your discernment and your intuition, then you're stuck in a circle. Number 3, you need to work on your kundalini energy or your chakra system or whatever you want it, your chi, whatever you want to call it. You need to work on that, okay? You need to make sure that your energy centers are working properly for you, because if they're working against you, that's not good. We don't want anything working against us. We only want things working for us. So check that out. Make sure that your heart is turned up to your crown chakra, and as you work on your intuition and all of that stuff, you'll figure out what that means. But yeah, make sure your heart chakra is turned up to your crown chakra. Your heart should always be looking up to the head and never down to your pelvis, okay? That's food for thought. Number 4, keep an open mind. This stuff is mind-blowing, guys. It is not for the weak. It is not for the faint of heart. It is not for the person who is stuck in their own perception and reality and refuses to come out of it. It's just not. It will never be for you, because in the end of the day, the universe is actually a lot more spectacular than you could have ever imagined. Like, one thing that just blows my mind 90% of the time is apparently an atom is like 99% space. If we're 99% space, then what are we made up out of? How does a bunch of atoms that are 99% space come together to create a tangible object? You feel me, guys? Like, these are mind blowers, mind bogglers, and then you're just not gonna believe it if you don't have an open mind to this. You're just gonna be like, no, that's not true, instead of learning how it actually works, like learning the actual laws of this land, like the law of vibration, the law of attraction, the law of prosperity? I don't know. There's 12 of them. The only 2 that I'm really on right now is vibration and attraction and polarity. Yeah. We're working slowly, okay, guys? Number 5, remember, we are all connected, and so are all religions. Therefore, you should never be pointing blame. Oh, they're wrong, he's wrong, she's right, I'm wrong. There should never be none of that. We're all connected. We're all connected, and all the religions are connected. Therefore, there is some kind of truth in everybody's reality. It may not be the whole truth, but there is some kind of truth. At the end of the day, there's only 3 sides to every story. Your side, the other side, and the actual story. Number 6, remember that this is no place for judgment or harsh opinions. And when I say harsh, I really do mean like harsh. Like, I don't know how else to put that. This is no place for harsh opinions. This is no place for solidifying words. This is no place for ego at all. Please keep your ego at the door, because he's not welcome here. He's not wanted here. And honestly, like, if you get around the right person, somebody will cut your ego's head off, and then you'll be mad. And we don't want that. It's just definitely not a place for harsh anything, because this room is all about love, light, and peace. Therefore, if you're stuck in the harsh side of any reality, it doesn't matter if you're on the woke side and you see that the government is bad. If you're stuck in the harsh negative aspects of that, you're still a lost cause. And that is like the nicest way to put it. You're still lost. You're a lost soul, like literally still, because you can't facilitate the type of love that is needed to care for the earth in this new coming cycle. You feel me? So yeah, you gotta be gentle with yourself. You gotta be gentle with other humans. You gotta be gentle with the earth. You gotta be gentle with your opinions. You gotta be gentle about everything you do. You can't just be coming over here making people feel bad because they're ignorant. That's not nice, guys. Like, you just can't do that. You can't. You have to let people have their ignorance if they want their ignorance. Okay? And then on the contrary side, if somebody really truly believes that they're right, you have to let them have their right. Have it. That's the only way love works. You feel me? Like, in the end of the day, it wouldn't be love if I felt like the only way to have a conversation would be for somebody else to see my side of the story. You feel me? Yeah, I do have boundaries though. Therefore, if somebody has like a very harsh opinion on reality, I will not allow them to put that off on me. You can't, because I'm very susceptible, especially me. Like, you need to know yourself for this. I am very susceptible to harsh opinions. If you have a harsh opinion about something, I will probably adopt it, and that is not okay. So I don't take people's harsh opinions at all, because I know personally that I just can't handle your venting. Like, that's just not something for me. I am not the friend to come vent to. I'm the friend to go to the water park with. Like, let's go kick it. Like I am the friend to come to when you're crying. But if something especially political, if something like irritated you and you just want to vent about it, like, shoo, I'm not that person. Number 7, no one is right, or we're all right, whichever one makes you feel better. You got to remember that nobody is right, or we're all right, however you want to look at it. But either way it goes, we're all on the same page, period. Every last human, all on the exact same page. Number 8, balance or neutrality is your actual goal. Your goal is not to be on the positive side or on the negative side. It is to be in the balanced side, in the split middle. To be able to look at one situation and see both the good and bad in it, and then look at another situation and see both the good and bad in it, and pick respectively what needs to happen. Like, maybe one day you take for yourself, and then maybe the next day you give. That's balance. Taking is not bad. Giving is not bad. Overgiving is bad. Overtaking is bad. You have to balance yourself. Number 9, tarot readings and like divination readings, any type of divination, they're your best friend. They're going to be your best friend after you learn to discern. Yeah, I threw that in there. They only going to be your best friend if you learn how to discern. If you don't learn how to discern, bruh, they're not going to work for you very well. They're not going to work very well at all. But once you do, they're your best friend. They will tell you everything that's going on. They will confirm everything that you was wondering. They will put you where you need to be, period. Number 10, you should only hear high-pitched vibrations when you're talking to spirit. If you hear low-pitched vibrations, you are talking to what they would call matter body. You're not talking to light body. You're talking to matter body. However, on the contrary, right? Say you are hearing high pitches, but those high pitches are varying. The lower the high pitch is, the lower vibrating that entity is. Remember that. Therefore, if you're getting messages from something, someone, something, if you're getting messages from it and all you're hearing is a very low, almost muted hum, you should probably stop listening. You should probably start doing some affirmations. You should probably start switching your thoughts, because whoever is speaking to you they don't have your best interest. Not at all. And there are light body figures that don't have your best interest, and there are matter body figures that do have your best interest. Don't get me wrong. If you're in the business of talking to your ancestors, you're going to want to hear more higher pitched low tones, because those are your ancestors. They're matter body. They're not light body. They're not angels. They're ancestors. So they naturally vibrate lower than an angel. So the rule of thumb typically is, right, on the left side is where matter body speaks, on the right side is where light body speaks. Therefore, if you hear a low pitched tone in your right ear, you're probably talking to a low vibrating angel. If you hear a high pitched tone in your left ear, you're talking to a high vibrating ancestor. Crazy, mind blown. Figured it out finally. 11, okay? You need to know your lineage. You need to know your lineage. Well, not like your lineage. You don't need to go get a DNA test. But obviously, like, you need to know, like, where you come from. You're black, you come from Africa, you're Nigerian. At least some. Are you Irish? Are you Polish? Like, you need to know a little bit of something about yourself, right? Once you know your lineage, you need to find your people and you need to, like, compare your journey to theirs, in a sense. Like, you don't have to follow everything they're saying and you don't have to strictly follow them. That's not what I'm saying. But in the end of the day, Caucasian people produce less melanin. Therefore, their third eye and their spiritual gifts are a lot weaker than a melanated person. The more melanin you have in your body, the easier it is for you to connect to spirit and connect to ancestors, right? Therefore, in order to know what kind of challenges you're gonna personally have, you need to look through your lineage. You need to look at your mom and your dad, and you need to see how their gifts developed, because that's gonna tell you a lot about what, not only the karma that's on your family, but also about, like, how hard it's gonna be for you to do certain things. You feel me? Number 12. Number 12. You don't need a tribe. Like, it's good to have a tribe, but a lot of people make it seem like you desperately need a tribe. You don't. To be honest, I personally, being the alpha lone person that I am, like, I have a tribe, but I don't even study with my tribe. I study on my own. And I talk to my priestess, my mom. And now my gifts are starting to kick in to a point where I'm confidently making choices without her and actually being right about them. So I don't even feel the need to consult her on my decision making as much, because I am solid in what I'm hearing and what I'm perceiving. I know that what's going on around me is facts. So I'm chilling. We big chilling, like, period. You don't need a tribe. It's good to have one just in case, you know. It's good to, like, be around, but, like, you don't need a tribe. And if people make you feel bad because you don't come around that often, they're tripping and they was never your tribe. Go get new people. Number 13, you're a god in human form. Therefore, you're always connected with God. So never feel like you're disconnected. Never feel like you gotta scream to pray. You can talk to yourself. You can talk in your head, because you are the God. You just separated yourself from your body and put yourself in a physical vessel so that you could experience life in a different way. In my opinion. But we are all the part of the Creator and hold him within us, or her, whatever you want to call him. I just like him. That is it. That is all. I believe so, at least. That's fun. It was not as bad as I thought it was. It was still a little nerve-wracking. I still feel a little bit imposterish, but who cares? Thank you guys for tuning into this video, and hope you guys give me a big like, comment, and subscribe. And tune into the next one next Wednesday at 8 p.m. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.